today. From St. Louis, Missouri, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's St. Louis taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And he's got his big tight end here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll...
It's 9 o'clock.
Come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. Fields looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6". On 1st and 10, Franklin over the middle to Beckham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Gardner. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself a
And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Fields. They'll let this go for the end zone. It'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw. Franklin. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Arizona. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Alexander Mattison, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And now here come the Ravens. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. On 3rd down, Gardner. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Shut him down! Shut him down! Let's do this! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Beckham.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Put that team on the clock. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Shoot, shoot. Show it up, show it up. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Shift, shift. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Watch safety green.
On 2nd down, it's Gardner. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Keep on coming, baby. Keep.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Henry Ruggs.
Touchdown number 18 on the year. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Under 10, 10.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. that two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Fields. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Isaiah Simmons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Off the bootleg, Franklin. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive. Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cardinal offense takes back over. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Here's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They'll run on 1st down. Gardner. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st down, it's Gardner. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Franklin. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again is Fields. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Eluding the pressure right, and he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Fields now to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
No, check that. We're Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Woo-hoo. Drill 52. Say it. Red cycle. Where's 52? Why 52? 52's the mic. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, check mega. Bang, bang.
A final shot before break. Franklin, he's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where you see the final score there. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle, and you can see they are out in front in that one. The Seahawks looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. The Browns don't want to give up on the playoffs just yet, as they get back to 500 at 7-7 and keep their slim hopes alive. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've been able to move the ball well in the air, and certainly a big reason why those receiving corps have been excellent.
There's no doubt about it, partner. And let's face it, when they get away from defenders, those guys are quick. And when they go over the top of people and use their bodies, they're just thick. But let's face it, what we're seeing right now are catches that are simply sick.
Well, you brought your A game. You're fired up over those catches, aren't you?
Can't help it. Even as a former defensive back, I've got to tip my cap to these guys. They are balling.
I appreciate that. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. A carry for Greer. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll keep it on the ground. Greer, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Franklin. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. Curtis. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off the play fake. Curtis. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And got his man complete. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the 1st half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Greer. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll keep it on the ground. Greer. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. This is Greer. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10.
You got it. You got it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Frazier. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Looking to throw. Franklin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to... get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
26.
Fields on 1st down. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. to throw. Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on first down, Curtis. Flush to his right. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Off-play action, Curtis. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Check 26, check 26. Big man, Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Fields going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. On first down, Fields finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Fields. And that is incomplete. Boy, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Ravens have got it. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Curtis. He finds his man, complete. It's Greer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Keep coming, baby. Keep coming. Keep on coming. Oh, man. Come on. Don't do it like that.
They're down.
4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
I don't know what the heck he was doing.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
You better be afraid of me.
On first down, it's Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So don't say nothing. 26.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now it's Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Fields throwing again.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 9. Mike 9.
From the 50, here's Fields.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Going to throw right side here, complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
26, Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. To try again after the sack,
Fields.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Back to throw. Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. A field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields.
Good throw.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
First down, Franklin. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1.